stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick, legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. They'll try the right side. Got room at the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll try to run for it. And the Ducks will move the sticks with the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Going to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for space. It's Hobbs. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Jackrabbit.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Power football with the run. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short.
Spider. 4-2 Spider. Convoy.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the fullback. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football, great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 14, Miami 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. A run for the quarterback. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Run it with the fullback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. On the move. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, but his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
2-9 Philly. Check.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
The Ducks are on the move. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hobbs. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Gonna run it. It's Hobbs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Fire. Razor.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the run from inside his own 5. Slipped through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Canes send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
To the ground, he's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They go to the ground. The Ducks pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Fast motion from the offense. The give to the single back. Breaks the tackle. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Clear, clear.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Razor, razor. Slam.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
It's now 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 21, Miami 0.
Ready, ready.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
First and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
Got it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go.
Using his legs, it's Compton. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
3:25.
On the move. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the set.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
Here comes the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Okay, ready?
The Canes are flying down the field.
Set. Hut.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
On the double.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the option. The pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks decide to punt it away.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Now the toss. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll ride his man on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm? Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Timeout, Miami.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Goes to the option. At the 45 on his way. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. They'll run the option. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.